Welcome to Talk Flirty Podcast, the podcast where life is reflected through intimate conversation with me, your host, Nikki F. Wet. Welcome back to another episode of Talk Flirty Podcast. Today is Thursday, January 24th, 2019. This is the second episode of the year, and I promise I'm going to keep them coming, so just continue to tune in, and thank you for giving Talk Flirty Podcast a listen. I do have a special guest tonight. She goes by the name of Slay Fit Queen. And yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience.
Wow. Thank you for having me, Nikki F. Wet. So super excited to be on this intimate conversation with you. Been listening and excited for what you have going on here with these podcasts. So thanks for having me on. As she said, it's Slay Fit Queen right here. The fitness and nutrition industry, helping people get healthy one by one. Mother of one, dentistry for 15 years. And me and Nikki F. Wet go way back. I'll let her tell you a little more about that.
That is crazy. I was actually thinking about that before I did the episode. Since we do go back to high school, started off as friends, then found out.
Technically, Nikki F. Wet, I was in junior high when I met you.
Well, yeah, you're younger than I am. You know, I don't hide from my age, but that's for a different episode. But yeah, starting out as friends and then discovering that we are more closely related through marriage.
You were cousins,
yeah.
More closely related. We part of those black families, just like cousins. That's my cousin. I'm cousins. I'm married cousin. Oh, you my cousin.
But yeah, that was kind of interesting how that happened, because it took us forever to actually find out that connection between us, and
25.
It was like we had to live different lives until we actually figured out, you know, where we were in the family tree. It's like that. It's like that in black households. But tonight's episode is kind of late, so we're gonna focus on a little pillow talk for tonight. Just a little cool, casual conversation. I'm actually excited to have you on the show. It's awesome to have you support the show. And also, you know, with your fitness, me supporting that as well. That's something we definitely need in the community. But
yeah, I have a super passion for that.
But yeah, I'd probably have to start it off, you know, with a quick recap if anything interesting has happened for you this week. Is there anything you want to celebrate? Anything you need to call out?
Wow. Actually, I was so excited for this past weekend. As you know, she mentioned, and as I said, I'm in the health and nutrition industry, and it's just amazing what it's done in my life. I'm down 60 pounds and 14 sizes through lifestyle change and the best supplements and nutrition out there. I don't go morning without my shaker tea. I'm usually around for 38 years, and it just really revs up my day and done amazing things for my clients as well, from digestives to gain weight, losing weight. Yeah, I say gain weight because gaining muscle is definitely a thing for people who are very bony and uncomfortable within their own skin. It's all about personal goals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm super excited for this week. I on Saturday had the honor of going to the Stockton Women's March, and that was super powerful. And the speakers had such presence and poise, and was able to host Sunday Fit Camp every Sunday at 11 a.m. in Rancho Cordova, California. If you're in the area, I like to really flex my gluteus maximus on other areas and get it popping.
Well, go ahead and do a full promo. Drop the address and how to contact. Put it out over the waves.
So every Sunday at 11 a.m., right in Rancho, the newer side, behind Lowe's, it's Village Green Park, 3747, right off the bat, I'm going to go blank. That's how that kind of stuff works, so.
3747.
I know. It's right behind Lowe's. It's Village Green Park, and if you plug it into your Google Maps, it's actually more recommended. Bridgeway Drive. It hit me. 3747 Bridgeway Drive, Rancho Cordova, California. Now, like I said, when you do put in your Google, put in Village Green Park, because when you put in the address, it actually sometimes takes you around the corner to another park that's right on the same street.
Okay.
So we have fun out there, and we enjoy all fitness levels, all ages, all creeds, nationalities, and we come and we having fun, and it's like we were even out there in the rain last Sunday. It was raining a little bit, but we were out there.
It's been super cold out here. I'm not used to this weather. I'm not used to this type of cold.
Yeah, no, well, it's cold out here too, though. Don't let it fool you. It's a freezer outside right now, and excuse my language, I'd be angry.
This ain't no clean podcast. Explicit.
Hey,
XXX. You know it's AVN weekend out here. So yeah, it's real dirty right now in Vegas. Very explicit.
Wait, who's out there? Say that again?
The AVN is the adult entertainment expo or conference.
Oh man. It's a coincidence. It's the Herbalife Future Presidents Team conference.
Well, once you up there with the big dogs.
Well, they say we throw as parties. Ain't nobody like Herbalife party. Hey.
So yeah, I'm starting my journey again, and I'm starting fresh tomorrow morning. So I'll be headed into work early so I can get my workouts in before work. So yeah, my birthday is coming up in March. It's almost summertime, and I'll be damned if I'm not going to be in a string bikini at one of these pool clubs out here.
Girl, I must have shown myself that I know how to grow my gluteus maximus, and it is over.
Okay,
that top of my butt, like the top round part, like the rounded part, like now you're doing like the part that's been flat for a minute for me, like my whole life. Like at first, I was surprised
Your
that
whole
I
life?
had any butt. Like I was surprised that I got any bit of round there. And then recently, it not only got round, but it got round. Like I find myself in there, like, where'd that? Oh, okay, okay, hey.
Like on the side round, or just
Girl,
on the
side
rump round?
round. But not even just side round, like even from the back you could see it
The
like at the
round. That's
top.
the rump round.
Yeah, like I never seen it pop from the back. Like from the back sometimes you gotta really flex, and even then it don't look right. It looks like a little flex, like really too flex, like those muscular like show what's it called? Well, I mean, no, no disrespect to them or anything. I know how much it takes, and I respect all that. But when you're training for a show, it ain't really real life. You don't look like that all the time.
Yeah.
But when they squeeze their booty tight, so you can really see like every single muscle within that muscle, But it's not like really cute though. Like nobody really wants to squeeze that. I mean, they not admire the hard work that it takes to get to that body fat percentage physique. But I mean, when we're talking about booty, like you want your booty to be like, I mean, I want my booty to be like round in all areas, even from the back, and it's.
I already got the side round. I'm trying to get the rump round, so I'm gonna be working on my rump round.
Girl, rebuild, rebuild strength and best mix, and yeah, I just got my sweet sweatband. Shout out to Sweet Sweat. I don't want to pay you any money, but we can exit out of this if we be. I mean, I know it all right to you. Make sure you go to the proper website. But I got my band. I'm excited about that thing. It really works up an extra sweat when I wear it. So I'm about to get this waist snatch, and then the booty's about to be all the way 360 rounded, like fire. We'll make other announcements in this podcast, but I mean, we ain't gonna get too crazy because we want to post it if it's good. We don't want to botch it up with no murky waters.
Well, we can save that for another episode. We can have you back.
Oh,
from the back.
This is a good line. So like, I have this friend, right? She's going through it, and like, this line is worthy of this podcast. Like, she was asking an opinion. Like, she saw her exes, like one of them exes that you don't even speak of them anymore. They discuss you so much. You almost like keep your mouth a little bit just to even like say their name out loud.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So when she sent me the picture, I was like, "Why are we even talking about him?" And she was like, "He's modeling now," and I was like, "What?" And nobody's gonna know what this is about, because I got mad friends, and that's the beauty of that. Like, not to sound conceited, but like, I got my church friends, and I got my work friends, and I got my old school friends, and my new, kind of in the middle school friends, and I got my dental school friends, and then I got my dental friends, and then I got my Herbalife friends, and I'm the kind of person that really kind of brings little friends from each one of those groups and keeps them all, for years, like years. So back to my story. So my friend asked me this picture, and she was like, "What am I supposed to do?" And hold up, guys, pause, because I got to read what I said, because I was lightweight, feeling like what's a good poet? What's his name? Give me a name. I was like feeling like one of them.
A poet, like Ernest Hemingway. Is that a poet, or is he just a?
Well, Hemingway, that's a good name. That sounds like he was famous. I remember that name. I've heard it a few times when references like writers. So I was feeling like a Hemingway because I was like, that was lit. Okay, so.
Like a Shakespeare or a Hamlet? I don't know.
Ooh,
that is
Hamlet.
Shakespeare.
I don't know if I was rhyming like Hamlet, but I was like, put yourself in an ocean and imagine
what?
fine ass fishes.
I'm kind of upset I don't know any black poets. But anyways, okay. Sorry to interrupt.
You back in the ocean? What happened? Black writers, black poets. I can Google that too. We can Google. Google is a girl and she's smart. Okay, so put yourself in the ocean, and I even put the little ocean emoji. And I was like, imagine having fine fishes out there having shit together without all the fucked up problems in their heads. Ones that will treat you like the queen you are. Then imagine his ass is one of them old ass tattered sharks with hell scars, living in the darkness of the ocean. He is tempting, but he will only leave you in the same place he is at the bottom in the dark. We don't live there. We jump with the waves, with the dolphins, at the surface and sunbathe. You're a mermaid with stunning scales. We don't fuck with his bummy shark ass.
Bummy sharks. Bummy shark, do 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 do.
And you know what? That's probably why I have it in my head too, because a baby shark.
I'm so done with you. I'm so
I'm
done with you.
telling you, my friend was singing his baby, my god baby shark. And then I went to go post a story on my video. Post a story on my video. Post a song on my video on my story. That's the life we live in 2019. And when I went to go search for my song that I was looking for, why did Baby Shark pop up? Like, who's is it trending? Is Baby Shark trending?
Girl, I was so done with that song, and I don't even have kids. The hell.
Oh, that's hella funny. And then I pulled out that was some poetry. It didn't rhyme, but it was motherfucking art. She don't want. Nobody don't want that bummy on show. We don't. Well, and then later on, I was referencing that shit all day. I was like, we don't dwell in dark waters, remember? Swim. Okay. Man, I'm telling you, in 2019, we ain't ready. We ain't even done with January yet, but we almost done with the first month of the year, and there's only 12. It's crazy how I look at life right now.
I was just thinking that.
Like, I used to think there's 12, and I used to think it was long.
No,
and now I
think
there's only 12.
You get to 12, and that's 1 year. And then it doesn't even take long for you to do that 1 year 10 times, 10 times.
Yeah. So, since I started Herbalife, my royalty and check used to be around a consistent 50, and now in 3 years, it's usually about a consistent 300 or more. So if I know for sure I grew my check in my own little small business with my website mainly and some nutrition club sales, that's dope business, y'all. Who can duplicate their income? What is that, 3 times? 50 to 300? The residual income? What is that? Do the math, because I ain't got it.
I ain't got it either, because it's 10:57. And we can move on to the next topic. We ain't even got no next topic. What was I talking about earlier? Oh, yeah, you did share about your friend. I have a friend and a coworker, and we ride to work in the morning. Yeah. And she actually was telling me this morning about she's from Chicago. So she went back home sometime last week or the week before. Um, but she went home to visit an old friend. Now, she just moved out here,
Mm-hmm.
and she moved out here with her current boo. Um, they are engaged, and it's an older boo. Um, so I tried not to, I try not to give like a strong opinion on what she should or not do. Um,
Yeah.
but she was telling me about how she went to visit her friend in Chicago, and then her fiance out here found out. And so now they're at this like stage of where they like don't really, they're going through some things, and they're at the point where it's like, okay, well, I don't really care. So he finds out about her rendezvous in Illinois, and I want to say maybe just a few days ago, he had a friend come into town, and it was his ex.
Wait, so she had a friend come into town, and he had a friend come into town.
No, she went out of town to see her friend. His
Oh,
friend
she went.
came into town. And I kind of, as she was telling me the story, because it's like a Tuesday and a Wednesday that she came into town. And I was thinking to myself, that is real player, because she works Monday through Friday. So my coworker is away, and you know what they say when the cat's away.
Well, I don't. Why don't you tell me?
The mice will play. And so the ex girl.
I'm so done. Oh my god, I cannot. Get the fuck out of here.
So look, so the ex girlfriend comes
Oh.
into town on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, and my coworker is telling me that she came in. She was supposed to meet the ex girlfriend because um, apparently it was a significant relationship that her fiance had with her. And over the 2 days, they never
Wait.
meet.
Meat?
Yeah. So the ex was going to meet my coworker. But the entire time that she was here, they never met. It was always an excuse. But in those 2 days, my coworker's fiance and the ex were kind of like inseparable. They were together each day. Um, and I went through a similar situation where an ex of mine's, their
Nah.
current girl, wanted to meet me. And we actually, and so I was trying to explain to her, if the ex actually wanted to meet her, they would have met. She didn't come to meet his current fiance. She came to play in Las Vegas during the Adult Entertainment Expo, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, that's what that sounds like to me. I'd be damned if I was engaged with somebody and your ex came into town. They were buddied up, and I didn't need to meet the bride.
What would you say to her? Because I gave her my scenario, but I didn't want to be like, girl, he cheating
I
on
would
you.
just say, what do you think you deserve? Do you feel that that's okay? I would let her answer the question for herself because she's asking you and telling you because she knows that it's not appropriate. She knows that she's being treated wrong. She just wants somebody to tell her. But if she in
Which I
turn is
do. I do. But not
They
harshly.
can't tell her. Even if you do tell her, she's not going to hear you. She's asking a question without really, really wanting to soak in the answer. She'll hear the answer, maybe even be able to recite and converse over it. But is she going to soak it in? No, she's not at that capacity yet. Especially if she's still willing and openly wanting to forgive her ex-husband or her, like,
Fiance.
yeah.
Hmm. And they were like high school sweethearts, or they dated in high school, and separated. He ended up out here, and then she moved out here for him. Um, but yeah, I tried to give her scenarios without, telling her which way to go, um, to kind of have talk it out. Um, but I'm not sure if she's going to. It'll probably be tit for tat for quite some time, because she's new out here, and it might be a little bit difficult. Like when I moved out here, I was like, forget everybody, I'm alone. But she came in kind of codependent on someone, income and emotionally.
Yeah, kind of detach the emotional part of that. But you know what? I'm very grateful for my big heart and my emotional side and my care for people and exercising my sailor during this podcast. But I usually really exercise words like "oh my Lanta" and "flippin' flappin' and "mother flippin'." And really work on not cursing. But it's been a joy to let loose and say, fuck that. Like, she, you just, I am a product of a relationship that was like 6 years unhappy. Well, 4 years of 6 unhappy. And I don't recommend it.
No, I don't. That's something that we need to leave in 2018, or when it
Shit.
originally ended. When
1986.
it originally ended. Uh,
It needs to end when it was born for this gal right here.
yeah, I had to go through. Maybe it's like a. Maybe it's like a woman's rite of passage.
Nope. Don't speak that onto my daughter. Nope. Negative. I feel like our generation of mothers had so many systemic things ingrained into them that hopefully we're breaking the chains with.
Mhm.
Because within the African American culture, we do a lot of things and we have a lot of beliefs and integrity, like things that we do that make us feel a certain way. Like bagging. Do you remember bagging or shooting or whatever?
Yeah.
Like that's like culturally, it's a cult. Like we're culturally like to like kind of talk shit, joke around, mess around, like, and for hours you could do do it. Or, and that's not just us, but I mean we bring the pain as entertainment in most realms.
Mhm.
And that's just my personal opinion. I guess just have faith.
Well, I'll probably have another story tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Um, but oh shoot, give me just a moment. All right. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. So we've been going for the full episode now. It was really cool to have a nice little pillow talk with you. So thank you for joining the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Go ahead and shout out your social media. Where can they plug into this health and fitness?
Well, thank you, Jeff Wet. I definitely appreciate you having me on the show. It's been a pleasure, shooting the shit like we usually would, but with a little bit more. If you guys can even imagine, we actually kept it a little PG for you guys. Like, conversations even get more lit when they ain't being recorded. But you can find me on Instagram at Slay Fit Queen. That's Slay Fit Queen, because I am all three of those things. On Facebook, Regina Carroll. That's a little more private. Y'all weirdos won't really get accepted. Just kidding. I love all people. And then Snapchat, Urban Queen 86. I've got a few different names, a few different aliases. Not a problem. But whichever one suits you, follow me on all. Thank you so much once again for having me.
All right. And as always, you can follow Talk Flirty Podcast on all social media channels. The username is the same. It's Talk Flirty Podcast. Talk Flirty is one word. If you have any topics you want to contribute to the show, any feedback is always welcome. Go ahead and shoot an email to talkflirtypodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to download and follow Talk Flirty Podcast here on the Spreaker app. You can also stream Talk Flirty Podcast on almost, pretty much all music sites. Apple Podcasts, there's iHeartRadio, Spotify. Any way you want to get flirty, I'm going to give it to you. But again, thank you.
Don't give it to ya.
But thank you again, Regina, for stopping by, and we will have to have you back on soon.
For sure.
Alrighty. Good night. Peace out.